Hey friends. So I want to put out this idea. So I often hear people talking about just like, oh, I'm gonna make a change. I'm just gonna stop doing that thing that I don't like that I do. I'm just gonna stop it. And anyway, that's very impressive. That's not my experience of how things change. And I have a little theory, and I'm sure some people can do this. It's great. But I have a theory that things don't change. Things you don't like don't leave until you have fully loved them and appreciated them. Almost like they're entities, and they're like, you will pay attention to me and love me, or I won't go. It's a theory, but I have found it to be like weirdly useful, this theory. Like for example, um, anyway, I've had lots of experiences with this. So I came up with this little exercise that I think is kind of fun to do where you kind of present the thing that you don't like. You can present it to others, or you can just like walk around your house like in it. And you like just are like, hey, I'm I'm someone who does this thing and I love it. It's so amazing that I do this thing. How cool. Or one thing, okay, well, this is something I do in Creative Devotion Lab that I think is fun. So we like each person will stand up and like present themselves, this part of themselves, as though it is like the ultimate like great thing. It's like you're like a star. You're just like, yeah. And then you like present it and then everyone applauds. It's just like, yay. Yay. So I remember I worked with this around, I realized I had this like very intense idea that I was like a sad widow lady and all my greatest pleasure was behind me. So that was my what I presented. I was like, I am a sad widow lady and all my greatest pleasure is behind me. And then I took a bow, and like endless applause. I feel like you could do this with like, and you're just like, and you really take in the applause. I feel like you could do it with friends. I feel like you could maybe even do it like with like an applause track. I'm sure they exist on YouTube. And it's so fun. I have to say that everyone just being like, yay, sad widow lady without any pleasure. Just like, yeah, that's right. Or like, walk around your house, like doing that thing. Like, I heard someone was like, I only date alcoholics. And I was like, yay for dating alcoholics. Amazing. You know, things like that. All kinds of things. Uh, so it's a theory. I'm sure that's just like a more fun way to do it. But I think probably if you just like spent a day just like feeling in and just being like, I love you so much. It is like so amazing that I have this aspect of experience. Like, ugh, it's so amazing that I know like grief and contraction. Wow. Wow. How cool is that? How neat that I know that. Like that, if that makes sense. So anyway, that's what I want to share. And I'm very impressed by people who can simply just decide that they're going to give something up and stop being something that they're tired of being. It's so impressive. I just found like for me that has rarely or never worked. But this has worked. And I think it can also work with gratitude. Like you can just be like, wow, thank you so much for letting me feel the squeeze of intensity of like, oh, having a tight budget. Wow, how cool is that? I know this experience. Oh, yeah, baby, I'm low on money forever. How cool is that? Neato. Yeah, that's who I am. Anyway, that's the theory. So I just, whatever your thing is, I wanted to like just invite you to try it. It's fun. If it seems fun to you, own it, take a bow, and like hear the applause. Oh, and just keep bowing like, yes. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome for this part of myself. So anyway, that's my fun, weird little theory.